tricky, that last part, when he said, for your starters, you know, like, I mean, you don't see for your starters hardly at any university, or NCC, HBUC, what Valley State, Morehouse, Carolina State. I mean, that's kind of difficult.
Okay, this is what I took it as. I'm looking around the national, the NCAA. When you think Big Ten, you can think of 4 or 5 brothers that made their name. When you think at Pac-10, same thing. ACC, same thing. I can think of why can't I think of the quarterback who was the starting quarterback after Peyton Manning? I can't think of his name for whatever reason. He was a backup quarterback for the Raiders. He's offensive coordinator too at SC now. I can't think of long-standing black quarterbacks 2 or 3 years, or not many in the SEC. I know Georgia got Montgomery, Georgia got Quincy, but I can't think of.
I'll start back. All right, so we'll say since the year. We'll start year 2000. I just name off the top of my head. Damon Craig at the University of Auburn. You know, he's the offensive coordinator. He's the receiver coach at LSU right now. He was the quarterback coach for Jameis Winston.
Okay.
When they won the national championship at Florida State. Great brother. I love the brother. You got Nick Marshall. He was 1 year. You got Cam. You got my man Jason Campbell. So that's like 5 quarterbacks at the University of Auburn. I'm just naming those.
Right.
I keep going. At Ole Miss, you had Romero Miller. That's who you was trying to think of, Romero.
Yes, that's who I was trying to think of.
When he was the quarterback before Eli, a good friend of mine, and Mo Cheese can tell you this, Romero Miller and my good friend Justin Coleman and Deuce McAllister were roommates at Ole Miss. I used to train with them boys in the summertime, so I'm familiar with him. You had Tavares Jackson started out at Arkansas. He ended up at Alabama State. You got a lot of cases like that where guys just leave. But just to keep going, I
think he was trying to say I think he was trying to see, because we need Homeboy to really explain this. I think he was saying, like, you would get a guy, one of these mediocre people who would be at a school for 3 or 4 years, and you like, why the hell, how the hell ain't he beating out this guy? Look at all them bums that LSU keep marching through there. Look at all them bums they keep. But
with LSU though, to that point, you gotta keep it real now. LSU one of the few places that play brothers.
No. I'm just saying. No. I'm just talking about in recent history. You can see. See, I can't speak to this because it's not my point. But
I think Homeboy Fisher is kind of out the loop, because let's touch on LSU. That's a great place to start.
Rohan Davey. Right.
There you go.
Right now,
Rohan Davey and you had your boy that
Jamarcus,
and it was one before that. The one that Jamarcus was battling with, that he came in with the year that Saban was rotating quarterback.
Yeah, the running boy. I can't think his name, but he's the runner lot.
I can't think his name. Yeah. So he always had a black quarterback, man. So it's hard for me to agree with that. I would say if really to tell the truth, and I hate to say this as a great Georgia Bulldogs fan, the only school it probably applies to is the University of Georgia, just to be honest.
But what about Montgomery, and what about Quincy?
Well, you had Quincy.
And there was another boy right after Quincy.
No, you only had Quincy Carter, and then you had DJ Shockley.
Shockley, that's his name. That's his name.
Yeah, after that, it's kind of been far and few. That's why Mark Richt ultimately lost his job, because
exactly.
the great Deshaun Watson was only 50 miles away in Gainesville, Georgia. They didn't offer him.
And they tried to make Cam a tight end.
Yeah, they're trying to make Cam a tight end, and I can keep going on and on.
Right.
So with that said, other places, I would say Florida didn't have a black quarterback during the time of Spurrier.
Right.
I could say them.
The only black quarterback I ever seen in Florida was Chris Leak.
Yeah, Chris Leak, and that was post Spurrier.
Right.
I can keep going. Like I said, Alabama had their share. Auburn had their share. LSU had their share. Ole Miss had their share. Mississippi State had theirs.
I think
even Missouri, when Missouri first got in the league, he was light-skinned, but they had a 3-year starter, Franklin. I think he plays in the CFL right now.
Yeah, he does. But I think, I can't really intelligently speak to this. I think he means long-standing quarterbacks. Because, we can all point at these outlier one-year situations. I think he's saying, again, we would have to get a homeboy on the phone.
Most of those guys, that name was multiple starters.
Okay.
Just check the list. The only one that wasn't maybe was DJ Shockley, Cam Newton, and Nick Marshall because they were one-year guys.
Right.
But, like Rowan Dave was there for a while, Jamarcus Russell, Jason Campbell damn near started.
Jason Campbell is the difference maker. He is the difference maker.
David Craig,
Craig.
Quincy started more than 1 year.
Yeah.
I can keep going. We're forgetting this guy. He's like, just get about your light skin, brother. What's the kid that turned Kentucky around about 5 or 6
I was just about to say at Kentucky. You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, so, and look, not only him, the last 2 quarterbacks they've had, the one that got coming back this year and the one before that, so they've been on black quarterbacks for a while in Kentucky. So I bet the difference. It's a day and age, a different time. We are progressing. I would just say certain teams. I'm more disappointed in the University of Georgia.
Okay.
And that's why it was so big that we got Justin Fields. But it didn't work out. I hope this brother we got now, Mathis, from Michigan, and I hope we still recruit this kid, Robbie Ashford from Hoover High School over there in Alabama. I hope we still try to get him.
Okay.
But there are plenty of quarterbacks, man. And you can look up now, everybody in the SEC almost got a starting black quarterback.
Okay. But again, like I said, Cool Sale, this wasn't really my fight.
Okay. So my fight with homeboy fishing.
Yeah, that fight would be with homeboy fishing because me and you have gone through about at least 9, and I was assuming that they are 1-year starters. I'm still calling Mo whack though. So even though you fixed it, he's still whack. That's all I'm saying. Because he tried to put it on me that I said it. And me and his argument was about whataboutism. Like me and you having a conversation about cancer, and he going, what about diabetes? This ain't the diabetes conversation, it's the cancer conversation. That was me and Mo's conversation. I told him he got to stop saying what about. Sometimes you just got to stay focused on one topic, not about everything else.
Okay. But that said, who won the contest?
Last night, all us struck out. All us picked, I didn't pick.
No. I'm talking about the ticket giveaway.
Oh, they ain't told me yet, man. They going to wait till the end of the show. They going to wait till the end of the show for that. They ain't told me yet.
Gotcha.
All right, man. Man, thanks for calling and tuning in,
No
Cool.
problem, man. No problem.
Much love, brother.
All right.
Man, appreciate you, man. And I'm going to have to give my man Cool Sailor for an awesome call. Now, I got to apologize to my girl, Miss J, twice. She have sister up in here on the Raider Nation side of the game. I had to look that up right when I was calling Cool Sail, and you are right. I didn't know that rule was changed 6 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 6, 7 years ago. So I stand corrected. But the last time I knew, it went from 99. That whole situation happened in 2001, and it took their ass 12 years to get the shit right. So that's why I ain't know Jay twice. But I stand corrected. I really appreciate that. Much love to Miss J twice in the building. And she a Raider fan. You ain't got to be but half a Raider fan, Chief. Don't start me with them damn Giants, man. You my boy. I don't want to cuss you out about them Giants, but I will, man. Get off the Raiders, man. And you right, Chief. But Jameis, that's the ACC, not the SEC. And Mo, you still whack. And I don't see nothing else. Nah, my point. Here we go. What about ism with the Mr. Cheese? Don't call in. You back to being whack. That's all I got to say. You back being whack, Mo. Normal, everything back in order with the universe. You still whack. How about that? Nah. But even though my man Jungle called in, cussed me out as usual, much love to the brother Jungle Brother, Real Cash Rangers in the building. I'm still saying, hey man, you gotta just, at some point you gotta let it go. I just didn't like that. That didn't sit right with me, man. You 4-5 months out of the season and you still crying about one play. It was an egregious play. It was arguably, I got to agree with that clown Skip Bayless. It might have been the worst missed call in the history of football. That was worse than the tuck rule, because with the tuck rule you could even lie and say, but you see, with that one, there's no way around it. But I've never seen a coach hold on to some stuff off into the next season. That's why I got a fight with Sean Payton. Up until he started this crusade to get the rules changed, Sean Payton was one of my favorite coaches. I'm sorry. Jungle said, RC back in the building. Thanks for rejoining the show, brother. He had his ears on. Now he back in the chat room. First lady in the building. Much love to my sister, the first lady, Chi-Town's first lady in sports. Me and her used to do a show in Chicago. Jungle said, Jungle agrees with Sean Payton, RC, that they should have kept complaining. I just think at some point you got to say water under the bridge, come back next year and try to beat the hell out of everybody in the building. That's just me, because I'm telling y'all, it's two things that are going to happen. Somebody is going to point the finger at a teammate and say, you lost us the game. And how can Sean Payton turn to that player and say, no one play cost us the game? Why the hell you get the rule changed? That's going to bite him in his ass. And then it's going to be a Hail Mary. It's going to be a Hail Mary that's going to cost somebody some shit too. There's been a cool sale. It looks like Mo has changed the rules again. Obviously, this affirms that he's whack Mo. But even though he's still my boy, but he's still whack. So I'm not taking up for him. According to there has been an amendment. The contest winner will be announced live Monday on the #1 Chief Rocker Jersey Vern Master Blaster Show. I will have my ears on. Me and my auntie gonna be rolling. But we gonna be listening to Chief Rocker. My auntie like Chief Rocker. She say he crazy as hell, but she like him. I guess that's what we all say. We crazy as hell, but we like him. That man funny as hell on the show. But if you don't know, tune in Monday. If you're in Chicago, it's 9 p.m. It's 10 p.m. in Georgia, with my man #1 Chief Rocker Jersey Vern. He gonna be killing it Monday, and he gonna announce the show. We're gonna do it at the end of the show, so don't be trying to tune in. He gonna do it in the middle of the show. He might do it at the beginning. He might do it close to the end. But you might listen to the whole show and get your ears and your undivided attention. But I'm just mad that the coach, it's gonna bite somebody in the ass. I understand. Man, I get where Chief Rocker coming from, because as a player, I would be pissed. But to me, it is the coach, and Miss J twice, it's the coach's job to use that bogus call as motivation to get back to the Super Bowl. Look, I'm speaking from experience. That tuck rule was called, and the next year the Raiders was getting their draws kicked in the ass in the Super Bowl with that retarded ass coach. They're going to keep the same game plan against the previous coach. What a dummy. But that's what you have to do, because how are you going to be? I'm telling you, it's gonna come back and bite Sean Payton in his ass, because somebody's gonna put. Now you have destroyed hundreds of years of coach talk, even though none of us believed in it. But it's all that you can't lose a game on one play. Shit, that lost us the game. And HRap dumbass fumbled the ball and we lost again. I don't want to hear that. That's what I'm going to tell the coach if I'm a player. That's just me. With that being said, this week, man, it's the beginning of baseball. Me and #1 Chief Rocker Jersey Vern are one of the loves of our life. And I usually would do the 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 best players in any specific